Braun. This is my 94 Ranger. It's got a Coyote swap with a Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 1 heads. Pretty stock otherwise, no pistons, rods, or any of that. We're just cramming boost through it and hoping it lives. It's got an 80mm force performance turbo on it, and as far as suspension and stuff goes, it's pretty stock. Leafs and everything in the rear are locked together with some advanced auto parts stuff we found last night. Front half, the whole truck to fit the Coyote in it. So if you come up here and look, easier to show you than it is to explain. Coyotes don't fit good in these trucks. I'll be the first to tell you that. So at the firewall, we cut the frame rails off, tubed everything out. The whole K-member, A-arms, suspension, struts, all of that stuff is all built for a Fox body. So it's all UPR bolt-on stuff. So that makes it nice as far as working on it. I can still go buy a stock motor mount for a Mustang or a control arm or anything at any Mustang style place. So that helps out a lot. As far as things that I like about the truck, I like that I can scratch it and not care. I like that I can do big old burnouts and also not care. And I take a little bit of pride in things like the roll cage. So when I did the roll cage, I wanted it to be different than just your typical spray painted black cage. So I polished all the chrome moly and clear coated it after it was put in. Just gives it a little nicer, final fit and finish. When the truck looks really bad, the aftermarket stuff has to look extra good to make up for it, or else it is just a jalopy.
What'd you build this truck for?
Yeah, this truck was not originally supposed to go drag racing. I built this truck to do burnout competitions at our events. And we took it to the track just for fun to see how fast it would go, and it cracked off a 9 on a foot brake. And I was like, man, imagine what we could do with a little better engine and throw a trans brake in it real quick. I bet you we'd have a real, rocket ship out of this thing. And it started kind of as a joke, and then we were like, man, we should try to hit 8s. So now we're trying to go 8s.
Yep.
So now I have to build another burnout car, because now this is the drag and drive truck. Well, the other problem, it's really bad financially for me, but every time I see something, I'm like, man, I want to build something like that. Like I see a hot rod, and I'm like, I want to build a hot rod. See a muscle car, and I'm like, man, that's a cool muscle car. I wouldn't mind that in the garage. So I'm always looking at things for, a little bit of inspiration, but also future project ideas. So when things get repurposed and I have to fill the void of the thing that they left, it's not all bad. It gives me something to do. I'm not trying to ever go 6s in this thing, that would just be silly. But 850s is a good goal to hit, and it's something fun where it's still somewhat reliable and you can still kind of drive it on the road and do the drag and drive stuff without wrenching too much on it. So it's a great level of truck for what we like to do. And we know it does good burnouts.
It does killer burnout. We got a video. We saw that last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you crushed it. And so show me one last thing. You guys did a little tint work yesterday,
yeah.
right? So why don't we take a look at that?
So we get bored, and we brought an unfinished truck. So we joked about, why don't we finish the truck one piece at a time and just Johnny Cash this thing every day. We'll do one thing to the truck. So we threw dome light in it one day, and the other night we were driving, and I was like, man, I cannot see out of that window, but it's too cold to roll it down. We need to get that thing tinted when we get back. And we stopped at the auto parts store to get some leaf spring action going on, fix that problem. And we walk outside, and next thing I know, Zach's got window tint in his hand, so he decided to tint the window. Didn't go so well.
Yeah. Oh, this is
so. There's that.
Classy.
Beauty.
There it is. And this is what happens whenever you do it on a high wind day, right?
Yeah. Don't tint in 30-mile-an-hour winds at a drag strip where there's dirt blowing all over everything, or you'll end up with a bubble finish.
We appreciate you telling us a little about the truck and ripping a nasty burnout yesterday. And congrats on that. That was a clean 1004 yesterday. That was nice. That was a really nice pass.
I'm gonna call that dumb luck for sure, but 1004.
And it's not bad to beat Kyle.
honestly, I didn't care what happened. I just was not losing to that minivan. We had a little fun grudge race day one, and I was fighting the traction issues, and I just spun, and he just drove out of my life. And I told him, if we happen to line up again, you know, if fate allows, I'm gonna kill that thing. And unfortunately for him, we hooked and went and just ran out of that thing's life.
What's
really good.
I don't want one last thing. What's it like to be, you know, just take off that hard and then look to your right and you see a minivan? Like what what's going through your head at that point?
It makes you kind of wonder what you did wrong in life to have to race a minivan and get so excited when you beat it, to be honest with you. But no, that thing is insanely fast. If you're cutting a 130 60 foot next to a minivan and it's keeping up with you, it definitely messes with your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, under all that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know it's a plaid. Plaids are notoriously fast and they don't spin because they're too smart to. So you have to just hit it on the nose, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we got lucky with that one, I think, because we're still not sure what it's going to do every launch. We just recently got it hooking, and we bought trailer parts and locked the leaves together with that and got the axle wrap under control. And that's what got the truck to go down the track. But I'm still a little nervous every time I let off the button that it's going to just blast the tires off. You're going up against something that won't blast tires off. Intimidating.
Yeah, exactly. But you did it, so that's all that matters. Even whether it's luck, whether it's skill, doesn't matter. That's racing.
Yeah.
You know, that's racing.
It's a 50-50 blend. Anyone that comes out here and wins and says it's all skill, lying. There's a lot of luck.
Yep.
So
it's a lot of work too, a lot of hard work either way too. So
yeah,
we appreciate it and look forward to seeing more. But how can we follow like your welds and like all the fab work that you're doing?
I mean, obviously you can watch Cletus McFarland on YouTube channel, and then you can follow me on Instagram. It's pretty much the only thing I'm active on. But Ty Braun on Instagram. That's it. Just my name.
Awesome. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Got Ty. And we got Kyle.
Howdy, howdy.
There we go. Got Kyle right lane. You got Ty left lane. Here we go. Oh man, 10:04, 10:30. Let's go.